The source was at the Niagara Children's Centre for a very special occasion. The centre is the official charity partner of the Niagara 2022 Canada Summer Games, and each of the Games' 5,000 athletes donated supplies to the centre to aid in children's treatment and rehabilitation.
So Niagara Children's Centre was selected as the charity partner for the Canada Summer Games. And what that involved was athletes from across Canada. Every province made donations to the centre of some therapy supplies. So around the room you see Play-Doh, you see bubbles, you see books, you see crafting materials. And those are ways in which the athletes are contributing, and that will be used in our therapy programs as we work with our kids. So this is a celebration. We had several teams here today bringing their donations to us, but also an opportunity for the athletes to meet some of the kids and families that we work with as well. So this has been an incredible partnership. We have benefited from the partnership, and we hope that the athletes have as well.
It's really outstanding how much these athletes have brought for you here today.
I can only imagine the planes and trains and buses that were loaded. I was at Brock when they delivered, when Team Ontario came, and they came off the bus carrying bubbles, and the kids were there and blowing them outside. Yeah, it's incredible to see. We will find space for all of this. All of this will have a very good home, but we'll be well supported for quite a while now.
Obviously, a donation of this size is going to save the centre a lot of money, and that money can be better spent in other locations.
So for sure, if you think about 5,000 athletes, every athlete brought something. So you know, if we do the math, that's a significant amount of money there. Again, those therapy supplies, rather than us spending that on our budget, we'll be able to direct that for other equipments that we might need or for staffing. So again, just very, very helpful to us.
Team Yukon seems to have done pretty well here. You came with a lot of stuff.
We have. It's a lot of fun to be here too.
Now, talk a little bit about what it's like to see where all your donations are going.
It is amazing to be able to be here and to see what a difference we make in the world, especially to be coming from a small place. And just like pencil crayons make a big difference in kids' life, it's amazing.
Now, as athletes, how do you process the fact that what you do and the donations that you make and the visits to the children at a place like the Children's Center can really change a kid's attitude and change, you know, their mindset?
Well, for me, it's definitely helps to have other people around to actually make it like real. Like for me, like it's so amazing to be here, and it's unbelievable that I get this opportunity to be here, and with other people it makes it all even better, and for all of us to make a difference in a kid's life, it's amazing.
So Francois, Team PEI came loaded here today.
Yeah, you know, we threw out a challenge to all our teams, asked every team member to bring at least one bottle of bubbles, and I had a Ford Edge just completely full with bubbles when we got here today.
And is that how it went along? You just requested that the athletes just try and bring something?
Yeah, as part of the legacy program that all the provinces and territories put together, a charity's chosen in the local host city, and the Niagara Children's Hospital was chosen this time, and so we were assigned bubbles, and so that's all we did, is fired out a challenge to all of our teams to at least bring one set of bubbles for each athlete and participant on our team.
And you know, from talking to your athletes, what's it been like for them to be able to contribute to the kids here with this local charity?
Well, it's really neat because at the games, there's so many volunteers and people wearing their blue shirts who look after our athletes, and this was one way for us to give back. And so everyone just did their small little part, and hopefully it makes the program here a little bit more, you know, useful for the children that are part of the therapy program. And so yeah, I think it means a lot to say that we did our part.
And finally, Team PEI, how are you guys enjoying the games?
Oh, we're having a lovely time here in the Niagara region. The whole region has embraced our team, and all the athletes from across Canada. The facilities are incredible. The people at Brock University has really looked after us, and so yeah, we don't have enough good things to say about the group here and what they've done.
So when we're doing therapy, a lot of the therapy is play-based because we're working with children. So as an example, Play-Doh for children who have sensory issues, children who are working on hand strength or fine motor skills. or even literacy. You know, you can engage in play. So that's just an example of how we're using those. Bubbles are used a lot for speech production and sort of forming your mouth positions and things like that. And also just a great reward at the end of a session. Bubbles are a great way to sort of make the therapy fun. And books being used for literacy, for speech, just lots of uses for this. So we will be using them in our therapy sessions, and we'll be able to also provide them for families to take them home so that they can continue those exercises at home as well.
Obviously, the donations are great today, but you still need donations in other areas, don't you?
We do. Our service demand exceeds our ministry funding from the provincial government, so we are always raising funds, again, to provide more programs and services to support the kids in Niagara.
As the games come to a close, your TV takes a special look back at all the 13 for 13 cultural festivals that took place across the Niagara region over the 2 weeks. Tune in next Tuesday through Friday at 7 p.m. for our look back at the festival. In Niagara, you're watching The Source.